Hello students, welcome to iExamB and embrace the iExamB learning experience. Students, आज इस वीडियो में मैं आपके साथ डिस्कस करने वाली हूँ UIIC AO लीगल ऑफिसर का एग्जामिनेशन जो दिसंबर में शेड्यूल्ड है. So you must be gearing up for this particular exam preparation, and let me tell you that preparing for this exam is also not an easy task. But if you have the right strategy and focus, you can excel in this particular exam too. So today I'll be talking about and discussing about the mistakes you need to avoid when you are preparing for this particular examination, that is UIIC AO Legal Exam. But before I move ahead with our today's discussion, let me tell you over here that we at iExamB's Legal B channel, we have various videos related to the UIIC AO legal examination. You can see that the examination was earlier scheduled to be held on 14th of December, but now the dates have changed. So with respect to the latest exam dates, you can watch this particular video. Then UIIC AO लीगल के एग्जाम के लिए सिलेबस भी प्रिस्क्राइब किया गया था जो कि नोटिफिकेशन के साथ ही आया था, बट लॉ के सिलेबस को रिवाइज कर दिया गया है. देयर हैव बीन सर्टेन चेंजेस व्हिच हैव बीन मेड टू इट एंड यू कैन मेक योरसेल्फ अवेयर ऑफ दैट विथ रिस्पेक्ट टू the revised law syllabus by watching this video. Then study plan and preparation strategy video is there. Then salary slip related video, and the most important of them is the previous year paper. So previous year paper से related भी video है. Ensure that you don't miss to watch these videos because previous year paper के basis पे आपको idea मिलेगा how to prepare for the exam, what kind of questions you can expect in the exam, what are some of the important topics based on the questions which have been asked. All these ideas you will be getting. So इससे आपका preparation एक specific direction में होगा, and you can say it will be the right direction by going ahead and knowing the previous year paper questions. Now moving ahead with our today's discussion, as I mentioned, the discussion with respect to mistakes you need to avoid while you are preparing for UIIC AO legal exam. The first and foremost thing is lack of strategic approach. When you are preparing for the UIIC legal examination, which is scheduled in December, 21st of December is the examination date. So you have to ensure that with the time which is left in your hand, say approximately a month's time, so you have to ensure that you are adopting the right strategy, and that is basically based on your understanding of the syllabus and exam patterns. So when you are preparing for UIIC AO legal examination, ensure that you are thorough with the syllabus and the exam pattern. They have a prescribed syllabus, make yourself aware of that, and the exam pattern, because there are certain sections which are coming in the exam, like reasoning is there, English is there, quant is there, GA, computer, and then the professional knowledge, that is the legal domain related questions, and each of these sections have specific number of questions, time, everything. So you have to make yourself very thorough with the syllabus and the exam pattern. ये बहुत जरूरी है when you are preparing for this particular exam. Then neglecting the MCQ practice. MCQ is multiple choice question. That is the pattern your exam will be held in. ऑब्जेक्टिव टाइप क्वेश्चंस आएगा आपको. ओके, सो आपको क्या इंश्योर करना है that you are not skipping the MCQ practice. What happens is just understanding the topic thoroughly and knowing the concepts thoroughly is not important. What is important is that you are doing the objective type questions practice, because as many questions as you solve, it will be giving you an idea how those theoretical things can basically come into objective type questions. Then solve as many questions as possible and analyze the previous year papers. So solving the objective questions as far as possible and then analyzing the previous year papers, they are very important, as I mentioned. Then you have to not spend too much time on strong areas. Now the another important mistake which you can make is spending a lot of time on the areas you are strong, focusing on those areas and not the weak areas. So you have to ensure that you focus on improving your weaker areas. जो आपका strong area है आप वहीं से पढ़ाई मत start करो, because हम बार बार ये अप्रोच अडॉप्ट करते हैं तो वी आर वेस्टिंग अ लॉट ऑफ टाइम. So don't spend all your time revisiting strong topics, although it might help you in feeling comfortable, but it's not productive. Instead, you need to focus on improving your weaker areas, as I mentioned. Say insurance laws जो है आपने कभी पहले नहीं पढ़ा है, and contract and constitutional law you have studied. So don't go ahead and start with the contract and constitutional law. Start with the insurance law because वो एक नया law है which is not very common law being taught in the law colleges. Okay, so start from the insurance law. So say for example that is a weak area for you, you can say. So you start focusing from there. Then skipping the mock test. Skipping the mock test is another mistake you can tend to make. With only just a month time in your hand, you can make this particular mistake. So do not skip the mock test, as it is one of the most common mistakes students tend to make when they are preparing for the examination. Why you should not skip the mock test is that it helps you practice time management. ठीक है, तो मॉक टेस्ट जब आप करोगे प्रैक्टिस तो उससे आपको ना केवल एक्चुअल एग्जाम एनवायरनमेंट के लिए स्टिमुलेशन मिलेगा, बट वो आपको हेल्प करेगा प्रैक्टिस करने में टाइम मैनेजमेंट, बिकॉज ईच ऑफ द सेक्शंस हैज अ डेडिकेटेड टाइम. सो प्रैक्टिसिंग द मॉक टेस्ट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. So remember to analyze your mistakes afterwards because you can improve your performance in the very next test, as I already mentioned. Then procrastination on the difficult topics. So there are certain topics in the syllabus, say for example it could be quant, reasoning, insurance laws, as I mentioned earlier कि insurance laws थोड़ा uncommon laws है which is not being taught in the law colleges or you must have not studied them. तो उस केस में insurance laws. Now the new criminal laws, ये भी आपके syllabus में है, new criminal laws. अब आप सोच सकते हो कि let us focus on the new criminal laws later. Let's focus on rest of the topics, but don't procrastinate, don't postpone the tough topics because that will lead to last minute stress. So ensure that you are starting and tackling the areas which you find difficult as early as possible so that you can build confidence on those subjects. Okay, because having a confidence on those subjects which you are finding difficult is very important when you are preparing for the examination. And insurance laws or the new criminal laws, these are very important if we talk from the exam point of view. Okay, so do not procrastinate, do not postpone these topics for later on. Start off with them right from the beginning. Now overloading study material. This is again one of the common mistakes that is being made by the students. In fact, कुछ स्टूडेंट्स ने मुझसे पूछा कि मैम इज इट सफिशिएंट इफ वी रेफर टू दिस पर्टिकुलर बुक और नोट्स ओनली और शुड बी रेफर टू अदर स्टडी मटेरियल्स आल्सो. सो इन द कॉन्टेक्स्ट ऑफ स्टडी मटेरियल्स आई विल like to tell you that the less is more when it comes to study material. Okay, so you need to stick to concise exam oriented जो भी resources हैं. avoid करना है आपको overloading अपने आप को कर लिया आपने बहुत सारे books, videos सभी से. बहुत ज्यादा होगा तो बहुत अच्छा प्रिपरेशन होगा ऐसा नहीं है. So for that particular thing, this particular aspect is very important. The less is more when it is with respect to the study material. तो आपको वो इंश्योर करना है, आपको इंश्योर करना है कि आप स्टडी फोकस वे में कर रहे हो because it will help you win and ace the exam over the scattered efforts. ठीक है, थोड़ा इधर से आपने पढ़ लिया कुछ स्टडी मटेरियल, कहीं और से आपको मिल गया वहां से पढ़ लिया, कुछ वीडियोस इस चैनल पे आपने देख लिया, कुछ वहां से देख लिया, एंड थोड़े थोड़े देख के आपके जो ये एफर्ट्स आप दे रहे हो एग्जाम की प्रिपरेशन में, UIIC लीगल ऑफिसर का एग्जाम जो कि विद इन अ मंथ है, तो वहां पे आपके एफर्ट्स स्कैटर्ड होंगे वेरियस रिसोर्सेज पे. इससे अच्छा आपने जो स्टडी मटेरियल के ऊपर रिलाई किया है, हैव कॉन्फिडेंस ऑन दैट एंड देन डू अ फोकस स्टडी विथ रिस्पेक्ट टू दैट. Then ignoring the time management skill. Time management skill is another important thing. So do not ignore the time management skill, and for that you need to practice solving the questions within the time limit because sectional time ही है इस particular exam में. Then lack of revision. आपने बहुत अच्छी पढ़ाई कर ली है and you have studied each and every topic which is there in the syllabus which the UIIC has prescribed. बट यू नीड टू एंश्योर दैट कि आप एक स्पेसिफिक टाइम जो है सेट कर रहे हो for your revision, be it the final week you are revisiting the key topics, be it every weekend you are revising the topics you have studied the entire week. That depends on your strategy of preparation, but ensure कीजिए कि अगर आपका 21st of December को UIIC AO लीगल का एग्जाम है तो उसके एक वीक पहले आपके सारे स्टडीज हो जाने चाहिए. यू आर कीपिंग अ वीक और से few days in hand for your revision. Then poor stress management and health management. Now studies is one of the important things you have to focus on within this 1 month time which you have. But इसके साथ साथ आपको ensure करना है कि आप अपने stress को भी manage कर रहे हो, health को भी manage कर रहे हो, because that is very important. And for that what you need to do is you need to take proper breaks, sleep well, eat nutritious food. All these are very important for your health, so you cannot ignore your health, and so you have to ensure that आप ये सारी चीजें कर रहे हो. Because if you are taking care of the stress, you are managing your health well, then that will actually lead you towards more success, because it will be helping you to have a fresh and focused mind to perform in a better way than a stressed one. So you need to ensure that you are also taking care of your health and stress. ये बहुत ही इग्नोर किया हुआ एरिया है. सो UIIC का एग्जाम 1 महीने के अंदर है, आपको प्रिपेयर करना है. स्ट्रैटेजी आपकी सारी बहुत अच्छा, आपने मॉक टेस्ट कर लिया, आपने MCQ प्रैक्टिस कर लिया, आपने रिविजन के लिए टाइम दे दिया, बट कितना भी अच्छा आप प्रिपेयर कर लो, स्ट्रेस होता ही है और एग्जाम के प्रेशर में हम अपने हेल्थ को इग्नोर करते हैं. बट इफ यू मैनेज दिस प्रॉपरली, आई थिंक ऑल द प्रीवियस things we discussed with respect to the mistakes you need to avoid, it will be automatically taken care of. So ensure that you are taking a good care of your health. Very important. So with this, we come to an end of our today's discussion with respect to the mistakes you need to avoid when you are preparing for the UIIC AO legal examination. So you have to remember that preparation is not just about studying hard. It is all about studying smart. So hard study अगर आप कर रहे हो तो उसके साथ साथ ensure करो कि smart study भी कर रहे हो ताकि आपका goal आप achieve कर सको. So with this, we come to an end of our today's discussion. Do remember to subscribe to our channel and press on the bell icon so that you can stay tuned and stay updated and make your preparation 50% faster with us at iExamB. All the best.